WaterWorld.
I remember the time between Beyond Thunderdome and Fury Road. I really, really just wanted another Mad Max movie. I was like, man, why can't they just make another one? So the closest thing we had, besides like all the Italian ripoffs, which at the time I couldn't have seen, in between that time, I think the only thing we had that was even remotely like Mad Max was WaterWorld. I have not seen WaterWorld since the 90s. I recently watched it, and I remember loving it as a kid. I remember being really taken up by the concept of it. I thought it was a really cool concept. I remember the villain being really cool. I remember I had Kevin Costner in it, who at the time I remember liking Kevin Costner a lot. I don't watch his movies as much anymore as an adult. But I remember really, really liking this movie. And I was like, you know what? I should watch that again. And I looked up online and I found out there was like 3 different cuts of it. So I was like, okay, what's the best cut of it? And everyone on the internet was saying, oh, the Ulysses cut. That's the cut you should watch. So I bought it, and it was kind of expensive because it was out of print, the Ulysses cut. And I watched it, and it was 3 hours long. And I think I hated it. Kevin Costner is so unlikable in that movie. The only thing that really makes the movie worth watching is the spectacle and Dennis Hopper. He's great as the villain. He's great. He's always great as the villain. But man, it is just too long. There's not enough substance in it for it to be 3 hours long. I'm really interested in revisiting the 2-hour theatrical cut, but man, that experience watching it, I think it's going to be a while before I watch the theatrical cut, which I have now because I went out and bought that special edition that came with the Ulysses version, which I don't think I'll ever watch again. One thing I really liked about the Ulysses cut was the ending, which is the ending I remember watching it on television, but apparently that's not in the theatrical cut. And that's the reveal that the land they find in the movie is like Mount Everest, I think. I remember hearing somewhere that if all of the polar ice caps melted, water would only raise 25 feet. But I guess that's the big lie of the movie, that you just have to accept that the world would just be water. Without that, there's no movie. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to like it. Maybe one day I'll watch the theatrical cut. But yeah, it could have been the next Mad Max. Unfortunately, it was the first and only WaterWorld.